So inshallah, we're continuing the topic, questions and answers about Islamic veil. Now I'm going to give some advice to mothers who have children, inshallah. It's important that we educate regarding veil to our female daughters, inshallah, and for covering for men, boys, that it should be the duty of fathers to give that extra time to the children to educate them on what dresses they should wear and how they should cover themselves properly. And even the salah as well, what type of clothes they should wear during salah as well. So we have to be very careful. Now, this important topic regarding veil with adopted child. So we come across many cases that take place in the Asian continent, even India, Pakistan, and many parts of the world. We come across darinde that do really bad things to children. There's teachers doing wrong things to small children. So we have to be very careful, and we have to educate ourselves regarding these matters. Now, you probably come across this first time, inshallah. This is knowledge that we have to learn, and it's obligatory knowledge. So here it mentions, if a married couple has brought and adopted children from a very young age, it seems extremely difficult to observe veil once they get mature. Please tell us how it is possible for someone to adopt a child and then not need to observe veil when the child gets older. The answer for this is, you can do this by establishing a suckling relationship, rada'at, with adopted girl or boy. However, in this case, you must remember that in case of adopting a girl, rada'at will be established with the husband, i.e. the husband's sister or niece will be breastfeed the girl. In case of adopting a boy, rada'at will be established with the wife, i.e. the wife herself or her sister, daughter or niece will breastfeed the boy. If this is done, then there will be no veil restrictions for both the husband and the wife. Remember that whenever you wish to establish a relationship via rada'at, then breastfeed the child within the age of 2 years according to Islamic year. It is not permissible to breastfeed a child after he has reached the age of 2 years. Even for a mother to breastfeed her own child past the age of 2 years is prohibited. But even if a boy drinks a woman's milk within the first 2.5 years, then a relationship through suckling will be established. So next question, when does a boy reach puberty? Question, when does a boy reach puberty? Answer, between the age of 12 and 15. According to Islamic calendar, whenever a boy ejaculates, whether through sexual intercourse or masturbation, etc., or experiences a nuptial emission or makes a woman pregnant, he will have instantly reached puberty. And it will be fard, obligatory for him to perform ghusl, meaning the purification bath. If any of these do not happen, then he will reach puberty as soon as he reaches the age of 15 according to the Islamic calendar. Next question. When does a girl reach puberty? Question. When does a girl reach puberty? Answer. Between the age of 9 and 15 according to the Islamic calendar. When she experiences nuptial emission or her menses start or she becomes pregnant, then she has reached puberty. If none of the above takes place, then as soon as she reaches the age of 15, according to Islamic calendar, she has reached puberty. From what age should girls observe veil with boys? Question, from what age boys should girls observe veil? The answer, the 31st verse of Surah An-Nur part 18 states, all such children who do not know of women's matters of shyness. In the commentary of the holy verses, the famous Quranic commentator Hakimul Ummat Mufti Ahmad Yarhan alayhi rahmatul mannan wrote, it is not necessary for a girl to observe veil with small boys or who are not yet close to puberty. So a girl should observe veil with a boy close to puberty, murahik. Honorable jurists rahmatullahi ta'ala stated The youngest age of a girl close to puberty is 9, and that of the boy close to puberty is 12. My master Ala Hazrat Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi said, a girl under 9 does not have to observe veil. When she reaches 15, it is wajib for her to observe veil with all non-mahrim men. If between the age of 9 and 15 there are indications of puberty, then in this case too it is wajib for her to observe veil. If there are no indication, then it is mustahab for her to observe veil with these men. After the age of 12, in particular, extra stress should be laid on observing veil because this age is close to puberty and to full development of lust. So the wives, the mothers should give this education to the youngsters and start to develop this veiling with advice and love, inshallah. Next question. Do Islamic sisters have to observe veil with non-Muslim women too? Answer. Yes, of course. Islamic sisters have to observe veil with non-Muslim women, just as they have to do with non-mahrim men. The detail about this issue is that Islamic sisters must observe veil with non-Muslim women the same as with non-mahrim men. That is, the fundamental ruling of Islamic jurisprudence is that it is necessary for an Islamic sister to hide her entire body from non-mahrim men except her visible beauty, i.e. her face, her palms, and her feet below the ankles. However, according to the latter scholars, these 3 parts of her body should also be concealed from non-mahrim men. The ruling about a woman observing veil with non-mahrim men have been explained in part 18 Surah An-Nur verse 31. The same blessed verse stated the ruling about Muslim women observing veil with non-Muslim women. As the entire body of a Muslim woman except ma dhahara minha, what is apparent itself, is to be concealed from a non-mahrim man. Similarly, it is also to be concealed from a non-Muslim woman. This is clarified by the Holy Quran at the place of exception in words. The women of their own religion. Allah Azza wa Jal stated. In translation, my master Ala Hazrat Imam Ahl Sunnah, scholar of Sharia, guide of Tariqah, Ash-Shah Imam Ahmad Raza Khan translates this verse in his famous translation Kanzul Iman. And command the Muslim women to keep their gaze low and to protect their chastity and not to reveal their adornment except what itself apparent, and to keep putting their head covering over their bosoms, and not to reveal their adornment except to their husbands or fathers or husbands' fathers or their sons or their husbands' sons or their brothers sons or sisters' sons or women of the religion or the bondmen they possess or male servants, provided they are not men of sexual desire, or such children who do not know of women's matters of shyness. And they must not stamp their feet on the ground in order that their hidden adornments be known. And all Muslims, all of you, turn in repentance together towards Allah Almighty in the hope of attaining success. Ameen. In Khazain al-Irfan, Sadr al-Afadil, Sayyidina Maulana Muhammad Na'imuddin Muradabadi, alayhi rahmatullah, explains the word أَوْ نِسَائِهِنَّ, or the women of their religion, in a written message. O Amir al-Mu'mineen, Sayyidina Umar Farooq Azam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu instructed Sayyidina Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu to prohibit non-Muslim women from bathing in public baths at the same time as Muslim women did. This proves that it is not permissible for a Muslim woman to expose her body in front of non-Muslim women. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And last and final, before I finish, a fatwa of Ala Hazrat, my master Ala Hazrat Imam Ahl Sunnah, scholar of Sharia, guide of tariqah, Shah Imam Ahmad Raza Khan says the Islamic ruling is that it is wajib for a woman to observe veil with non-Muslim women as with non-mahrim men. This means that it is not permissible for a Muslim woman to reveal any part of her hair, arms, wrists, or any part from her neck to below her ankles to a non-Muslim woman. So may Allah Azza wa Jal give our sisters, mothers and daughters to veil themselves according to the advice, the Sharia, the Islamic law, and to protect ourselves from sins, inshallah, and to educate our youngsters regarding these matters as well. Inshallah, from tomorrow we'll continue the veil with the female singer. So what kind of veil should be observed in these matters as well.